Welcome back to FilmFloggers. We review films and flog dead horses, so you don't have to. Is this week's film choice a complete waste of your viewing time? Much like flogging/beating dead horses, get it? Please head over to www.filmfloggers.com to check out all of our previous floggings. And while you're there, maybe hang out for a while, look around and vote for our next film. Click on vote, or visit www.filmfloggers.com/vote. Are you an idiot? If so, please check out our Idiot's Guide to Reviewing Us, where even a big dummy like you can leave us a red-hot review. Here at FilmFloggers, we pride ourselves on offering 1-star content with 5-star effort. Once on the website, please click on Idiot's Guide, or visit us at www.filmfloggers.com/review-us. That should have been Idiot's Guide. My fault, I didn't change the URL. Annoying. Once again, filmfloggers.com/review-us. Believe it or not, we now have a Patreon. I know what you're thinking. You have the audacity to ask us to pay to receive more of this. Pause for dramatic effect. Yes. We have a Patreon exclusive show called Nitpickers. I think you'll like it. Please visit www.filmfloggers.com/support-us. Again, that hyphen is annoying, should have removed it. Or head straight to our Patreon page. Patreon.com/filmwafflers. No idea why I did film wafflers. Another mistake. Where you can support us for as little as £1 British or $1.50. And while you're on the website, punch that big purple subscribe button and tell a friend about the vlog. Wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, mistress, your nan, granddad, your kids. They can tell their friends. They can tell their friends at school about the vlog. But in all seriousness, this really helps the podcast grow and enables us to enrich or ruin the lives of the hundreds of millions of earlobes we haven't reached yet.
Oh. Whoops-a-daisy. Are you trying to trick me? Yeah, you are. Oh, every time I get you, you fucker. Why does it look different up here? Have you moved stuff around?
No. Okay. Here we go.
Hello, Ben. Here we are, yet again. Woo!
Well, please, this is yours, isn't it? This is your film.
No, it's not my film, Ben. At all.
We were discussing on... What was the last one we did?
God knows, The Mist.
No, the one we've just done. 13 Ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to make sure that one's before this because we were discussing doing Irish horror. So we're not doing Leprechaun, unfortunately.
No.
Do we talk about Irish horror when we get into the review?
Yes.
Can we talk about it now, briefly?
No, we can't because that's not part of the film, Ben.
Right. Mike's a bit heavy. High. Heavy.
It's a bit hot.
A bit tired, I think, at the moment.
I'm a bit tired. You weren't snoring as much last night, dog.
Okay, please. There's no time for housekeeping. Other than...
Shall I press start?
Very quick housekeeping. No trivia today.
It's never very quick with Ben.
We were discussing this in bed. We were having a quick business meeting in bed. About
Best business meetings happen in bed.
How you can improve... how you can improve your performance on the pod.
Oh.
Look, that's what you do, okay? So we've had the episodes previously where it seems like I'm moaning and I'm saying that you're dog shit. You're not putting a very good effort in. And
still showing up every week, Ben.
Your performance is not great. But, some films won't have great trivia. And that's what you're here for. You do the trivia. So, fair enough. But with these 15 minutes, it can be difficult.
I thought you said this was short. Quick housekeeping.
It can be difficult because if the trivia is not very good, then it's just me screaming at myself and just talking over you because I'm trying to get out so many points in 15 minutes. So it makes me look like an arsehole. You are. But also, I'm not getting a lot of chat back. We're not having a conversation because you're just trying to get out. Conversation. You're just trying to get out trivia. And even if it's good trivia, there's still not a lot of time.
Right, so shall we just delve in, Ben?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yes, we could probably expand on that more in a normal, in a full length one, but it's not. It's 15 minutes.
Go, go, go! 15 minutes.
No trivia. No trivia.
The Canal, 2014, 5.7 on the...
What's it called?
The Canal.
The Canal, right.
5.7 on the IMDb.
It's Irish horror, isn't it?
It is Irish horror.
You're Irish.
Irish horror.
This is why we're doing it, because I came up with this great idea to do Irish horror. Horror.
Right.
Horror.
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 I can't say that word. So this movie is about a film archivist who finds his sanity crumbling after he is given an old 60mm film reel with footage from a horrific murder that occurred in 1902. Movie is directed by Ivan Kavanagh. He also directed The Tin Can Man in 2007, Fading Light 2009, and more recently Sun 2021. We've got Rupert Evans as David. He was also in The Boy. He played Malcolm in The Boy. And
I haven't seen The Boy.
He's also in that series that I was watching recently, Bridgerton. He plays one of the brothers there, Edmund.
Make sure you're talking to the mic. I was just leaning over to turn off the fan there. I was worried about the noise.
Thank you.
Terrible.
And then you've got Hannah Hostakria as Alice, who's the wife. She's actually a Dutch actress. That's why the accent is a bit dodgy. And then you've got Antonio Campbell Hughes as Claire, the blonde friend.
Oh, yes. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
She's very wet, isn't she?
Yeah, none of these actors very good. So Rupert is English, Hannah is Dutch, and Antonio is Northern Ireland. So you've got a mixture.
Who's
going on
she again?
She's Claire, the blonde one, the wet one. The one that gets
Oh, right.
killed.
Yeah, there is a hotchpotch of accents in this film, isn't there?
Yeah.
Why?
Don't know. No idea.
Right.
There's just
Dublin, multicultural.
Session Dublin.
Yes.
Yes, Session
It's
Dublin.
Irish horror.
It is an Irish film, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we see David find out that his wife is cheating on him, and then he basically goes mad.
Okay, where are we?
Okay, we can talk about the film now, Ben.
Oh, right. So that's it.
Yes, that's all I've got to say.
Director?
Do you not listen to me, Ben?
I was worried about the fan.
Jesus Christ, you're on fucking real.
I was going to say stop and then start again, but whatever.
Ivan Canova.
Any other films?
I said
you've
three.
listened? Okay, right. So I'll listen back on the edit. Should be fun. Okay, right, here we go. So
What
Irish.
is the point of me coming in here to have a conversation when you don't even listen to me?
Well, that wasn't conversation. You were just reading off your note.
Jesus.
Right, please, come on, quickly. Irish horror, yes. Wakewood, that's what I thought we maybe would do.
The Hollow.
You know, the Pet Cemetery vibes.
Yes.
Wakewood, that's pretty good. I thought that was all right. We watched that a few years ago. The Hallows, isn't it?
The Hallows, yeah.
I don't remember watching this, but...
We did watch it.
Right.
We definitely watched it.
The Hole in the Ground.
Never seen that.
Yeah, that was all right.
Did I see that?
Well, I think we've seen that, yeah.
Okay.
We've both seen that. I mean, that was decent. Yeah, there's a few. You know, to be fair to the Irish, there's some half-decent horror films out there.
Good.
So, I think this turned out reasonably well.
We get the crack.
I think this was decent, this film. I think it had some good stuff in it. Some things didn't work as well, but...
I am still a bit confused about the ending of the story, but we'll talk about that towards the end, I suppose.
Right. So where should we start then? What have we got?
We will talk about the character.
Which one?
David.
Yes?
I do kind of feel sorry for him a little bit throughout this film. I don't know why. I think he's quite good in his performance. I don't know, he seems to be tense in it all the time or something, and I don't know, there's something about him that's very good.
You just said that none of them were very good.
No, I said the two women. I've mentioned David.
The two women weren't very good.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's something about him, you can kind of just tell from the beginning, like, you know, everything's good, everything's okay in their life, and then we skip on 5 years later. He's tense all of a sudden, even at work he's tense. There's just something, you kind of feel a bit sorry for him.
Is the real estate, it's not real estate though, is it? What was she called?
Estate agent.
Estate agent, real estate, that's American, isn't it?
Yes.
Is she a ghost?
No, I don't think so.
Is she tricking these people to keep recycling into this house?
I don't think so.
Well, she must be, because she sees the annoying kid at the end and sort of
Spoiler.
like nods the head.
Oh, yeah. Well,
So-
maybe she's just used to the doors creaking because she knows the story.
No,
behind
she
the
saw
house.
that she sees the boy. She sees him
But
and goes.
does she
like,
see him?
Yes, she
'Cause we
smiles.
see him.
She smiles.
Don't know.
Well, okay, you don't know for sure, but she smiles. She sees the boy and goes, "Oh yeah, he did it. Great."
Right. Can we talk about the guard?
Who?
The guard. The policeman.
So you've got Dutch, you've got English, you've got Irish, you've got Brummie.
Brummie, yeah.
English, but he's a Brummie, isn't he?
Yeah.
That
He's
guy's
a bit
okay.
intense, isn't he?
Well, he's terrible. I don't like. He's in that Sightseers film, which he's all right in that, and he's been in a few other things. I think he's I don't know if he's a comedian, but he's in like funny stuff.
I just didn't really like him. He was very much too serious. He was straight after David straight away. Yes, it is always the husband in the end, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. But he was just a bit much. And then you had that scene where they go to identify the wife's body, and he's in there crying his eyes out, the husband. And the next thing, I don't know, the guard seems to be more sympathetic towards the lover, because he's touching him on the shoulder, letting him in to go and identify the body.
Tonally, it was all over the place. I didn't really understand why his character was the way he was, unless it's just the actor and that's all he could do.
Well, yeah.
Or the older, what's his name? Ivan.
Yeah.
Has asked him to just go, look, just do what you normally do. But
don't know. Not sure about him.
He just looked ill all the time.
He was just off. Very off.
Yeah, I wasn't really a fan of his performance, no.
So this whole film kind of reminded me a little bit of the Amityville Horror, where same kind of storyline. The dad,
maybe.
Goes insane, kills his family.
It's not the dad, though.
It is the dad.
It's the brother, isn't it?
No, it's the dad, isn't it, in the Amityville Horror?
No, I think it's the brother.
No, it's the dad.
No, I don't think that's right.
No, I think it's the dad. Anyways, it reminded me
You
of
should have
that.
confirmed that, Fiona. You should have confirmed that.
It kind of just, the whole thing goes insane. It was definitely the dad. It was 100% the dad. I know this. I've seen this film 100 times.
Have you?
No, maybe
No,
once.
fuck it. You haven't seen any films 100 times.
So the ending was confusing for me.
We'll jump to the ending.
Yeah, so...
Right, okay. Ending, right. I thought we'd end on the ending.
Yeah, but it's confusing because what's going on? So you see him with Sarah, or whatever her name is, Claire, the blonde one, at the beginning. He's showing her footage of what he filmed in the field with this witch coming towards him. Then you get the scene where he actually, whatever it is, you actually get the scene of where you see him killing her. But you see this,
right at the end,
see all these people around him. But then you see him running through the canals, the sewers or whatever.
No, I wasn't sure on the satanic stuff. I wasn't quite sure what that was about.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
It's just a bit much.
Yeah. So you've got the ending basically saying, okay, he's the killer. So he's done everything. He killed a wife. He killed Claire or whatever her name is. Yeah, Claire. He's done everything. But then you've got the satanic bit at the end where you see them all at the end of the thing.
Yes.
And then you see the dead body, the Claire basically, or the wife, Alice, pulling them down into the water.
Yes.
So is there ghosts or is there not ghosts? I'm really confused.
I just wasn't sure on the satanic
And then
part.
he comes back as a ghost.
It just seems a bit much. So what, was the husband involved with that as well? And he was also, on top of killing his cheating wife back in 1902, he was also killing babies.
And a nanny.
And using that tunnel to then go and dump them in the canal. Like, it's fine. I just wasn't quite sure why we needed that bit as well. I knew that was going to come into effect at some point because we get it at the start. You know, when he first moves in, he sees the flash, goes outside to the garden, goes, "Oh, what's this? Oh, let's just close that manhole." Yeah. Oh no, actually, I think it just leaves it open. Yeah. It's just open for years.
Why did it take 5 years for the ghost to come? Is that when she started cheating?
Well, maybe, yeah. But then the whole thing is of that house is that it's cursed, isn't it? It's haunted because he goes and finds news clippings of people who lived in the house previously, the one before him or whenever.
Yeah, and the estate agent lied, said that it was an old senile woman.
Well, exactly, yeah. So
it wasn't.
The estate agent's kind of in on it. She's a ghost, or she's...
Maybe she's part of this satanic stuff. Who knows?
Yeah, however she's part of it.
It just wasn't really explained where the satanic stuff came out. He briefly mentions it to Claire at the end, just be like, oh, they use this very room for satanic stuff. And that's all I said about it. And then you just have him running through the sewers and you see the flash of all these ghosts or whatever around him while he's killing Claire.
Well, I get what was going on. The guy was haunting the house and he was, in the walls. I wasn't quite sure about the wall. I guess they have to be somewhere. So it was in the walls. I think that was linked in with the satanic stuff. I think the score was quite good overall. The score.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The sounds.
Yes.
The music.
Yes.
I mean, that was pretty good. I think some of the editing, it
very
transitions
ropey.
in. It's a bit. I don't quite. It's a bit jarring. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's just characters having dialogue, and then it just does like a weird. It's not quite a jump cut, but it just edits out. 1 minute they're talking, and then the next they're across the room. It's like, what? Why do we need that? I know it adds to the not the uneasiness as such, because it's not. I'm not like, oh, that's chilled me. I'm just like, why do we need that? They're just having a chat. But it works in some places. I think the bit after, so the wife, is having the affair with whatever his name is, and then we have the scene in the wake. Is it the wake? I assume. Yeah. When the mum comes in,
what's
the
that about?
explosive mum comes in and just starts going,
She's there
I'm going to take the boy. I think I'm going to take the boy.
And then when he refuses because he says, I think he should stay with me because obviously what just happened, she's completely like, what's the word? Pissed off about it. She's just, how dare you?
Well, and then she goes, you do realise that...
she had a lover.
What was the lover called? Alex or something?
Yeah, Alex.
Oh, you do realise how upset he is. He's had to check himself into therapy. He's very upset about this.
I'm just
David.
going fucking insane over here, hon.
Oh, so I think I should take the rather annoying... But I'd have said, yeah, take him. He's annoying. He just reminded me of like a doll.
Mummy!
Yeah.
That
you pull the string. Hello, I love you. Again, just another annoying kid. The bit at the end where he lobs himself out the car. Spot on.
I'm... Over that in a minute.
You've already ruined the ending.
I'm kind of a bit upset the way the film ended. Not the way it ended. The ending was actually quite good. But the whole thing, the way it turned out to be him in the end, I wish it wasn't that. I wish there was something more kind of going on, some kind of paranormal.
There was something more.
Yeah, there was something more, but it was him that did it. Yes, fair enough, he was, what's the word? Well,
he was possessed, wasn't he?
Yeah, essentially. But it always turns out to be the husband in these instances.
Well, I know.
It?
I guess that's...
And you're just kind of like, really?
I know, but that's why the detective's there, isn't it? Because he's like, it always turns out to be the husband.
Yeah, but
it's like,
you're given so many hints at the beginning, like, he's in that fucking toilet crawling around in shit and piss and doing all sorts of things. And he sees somebody throwing the wife in, but it's just a bit too cliche.
Well, yeah, but I think it is well done, because is it actually him doing it, or is he actually watching...
Well, yeah.
This guy in this suit.
Well, you don't know.
Because you get the scene in the dilapidated toilet, which is apparently haunted, and he's there, and that's quite good when he's leaning over. You're like, oh fucking hell, that's pretty. You see the shoes, like, geez,
and then he's right beside his face.
And then you get the flash, and you think, and David sees him potentially pushing his wife into the canal. You're like, oh fuck,
that was actually him.
Yeah, it's I guess in some ways it's a bit anticlimactic, maybe. But what else can it end on?
I don't know. That's the thing.
What about the ending? The actual bit when she's in the tunnel?
Very good. So you see David trying to escape the cops. He's just after killing Claire. He strangled her, and he's running through the sewers to try and outrun the cops, basically. And he comes along. He sees his wife Alice there, and she's actually given birth. Quite, what's the word? Descriptive. She's actually given birth.
Did she pop out like a black? Is that the placenta? Is it?
I think that's meant to be blood at first, and then you see this baby's head, and next thing she's got a baby in her hand.
It's pretty explosive, yeah. And then she chases him. It's like,
It
looks good actually.
And she's the one that holds him down in the river.
Yeah. It's unsettling. It's like, oh, yeah, okay.
So you see that, and then
it's a slow burn. I think it's mixed.
I think the ending saved it.
Yeah, you're either going to be all in on this, or you're going to be like, oh god, this is slow. And I think overall I was like, yeah, this is okay. There's some bits that I'm like, let's move it along a bit. And I think the idea, because he's this film archivist, it's like, we keep getting back to the projector in the film. And
I quite like that.
Yeah,
though.
it's it does work, and I think it's maybe just there because you can hear the sound effect of the
like
film
history
and
repeating
it
itself
getting cranked up, and it's I think it maybe goes back to that a bit too much. But it's of course that's his role.
Anyways, move on, fucker. So, anyways, you get that, and he's in the water. The sun goes up. So the child, he's got no parents; they're dead. So he goes to live with his grandmother in the end. Anyways,
move on, fucker. I don't need to hear about the plot. I don't need to hear about the plot. Sorry, move on.
He hears his voice in the walls.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. You're rehashing the plot anyway.
That's
right. What else have we got?
About the kid killing himself, basically.
Great.
So you've got a 5-year-old kid.
Brilliant.
Opens a car and lobs himself out.
Good.
And he's dead.
Yeah, again. Well,
you just don't expect it.
The last 10 minutes are like, whoa, fucking hell, this is something. Yeah, it's in terms of recent films I've seen, I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll have some of that.
You just don't expect it. You get that scene with her giving birth, then you get that scene. You just, oh my fucking god. Because me and you, when it ended, we were just like, Jesus, that last few minutes was a bit strange, bit odd.
Yes. What else? What else have we got? God. Right. Talk about the mum at the wake. Yeah, having a fucking blood. Yeah. So, obviously the affair, and obviously that's how that's linked in.
Yes, we've talked about that, Ben.
Yes. Well, okay. What else then? Apart from the satanic stuff, I'm just not. I think everything else sort of makes sense.
Yeah,
I think we said about Claire that she's quite wet. The co-worker, she's a bit.
I thought that they were having an affair, him and Claire, but it doesn't look like they were.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Canal. Yeah. Very good. I think overall. I think, it's influenced by like something like Sinister and J-horrors,
the Amityville horror.
Kind of Ring, that kind of stuff, Dark Water maybe a little bit.
The Ring, yeah.
But I think it's a slow burn, bit of a creep out. The endings, the last 10 minutes is like, oh, that's pretty good. The idea of obsession and you don't know what's happening and I don't know, all that sort of stuff. It's disturbing in places.
Thanks, Ben, for letting me get my point out.
Oh. God.
Yeah, actually, what you said there about the ring, that's actually very true. Because when she's coming out of the wall to kill Claire in his mind, it actually does very, very much look like the ring, doesn't it? Let's just keep talking
about it. Fuck this 15 minutes. I'm sick and tired of this 15 fucking minutes. I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of it.
When you get them coming out of the wall, that's actually very ring-like, isn't it?
The wall. Oh, okay, we're breaking the rules, right? Yeah, the wall bit with what's her name, Claire.
Yeah.
It's that was a bit Freddy-esque. I was like, don't push it, because there were certain things
I like
which
that
were
bit.
happening where it was like I was like, I'm I like this film, I'm enjoying it, I'm all in, and it almost ruined it. Not ruined it, but it pushes its luck. I think the bit when that comes out and then pulls Claire into the wall, it's like, I don't think you got the budget for that. I think be careful.
Like if he'd have simplified it a little bit, like left out the satanic stuff a little. He didn't need the satanic stuff, did he? You don't need that in the house. You've got the backstory, which is enough. You've got the man who murdered his family in the house. That's enough. He's basically living in the house and he's making other people go mad. Basically, because you've got the story of the nanny being killed, you've got the story of the previous owner trying to burn the house down.
Didn't see that.
Yeah, the burning of the house, all of that. So there obviously is something wrong with the house. But then why did he have to push his luck with the satanic stuff and then not explain it?
Well, there wasn't enough time, was there? It just was the last sort of 15 minutes. It was like, and also we got this. Oh, okay, fine.
But it's literally mentioned once, and it's just like when he's having his crazy episode when he's talking to Claire, he's just like, oh yeah, this is the very room that they did satanic stuff with newborn babies.
What's that?
And you're just like, what?
Was it maybe just something, oh no, hang on.
And then you see the newborn baby at the end.
That was just another person in the house, was it?
I don't know.
Oh, that's probably what it was. Yeah, for some reason, I think, because I wasn't sure, that was just another news clipping.
Oh,
so
was
that
it?
must have been another family. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. That was probably why it was like, hang on, so this bloke killed his wife, and did he kill his kids and then the nanny, and also he was involved in the satanic stuff? No, it must have been a different story.
I don't know, because it looked like the original dude in 1902. He killed his wife in front of the kids.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but the ring, these like the ghosts or whatever they are, which were like around this fucking satanic circle. That was loads of other people.
So that was another family.
I'm assuming.
You see, it's not explained.
Yeah, well,
and it didn't really need it either.
Well,
so take it out, whip it out.
Maybe that's why. Maybe we need to go back and rewatch it.
I'm not rewatching it.
Well, it's good. It's good though. It's good, decent. Irish.
Did I do a good choice, Ben? I picked this film.
Yes. Well, I gave you a few options, so yes, you picked this one. So
yes.
Yeah, well done.
Yes, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
No trivia.
There was only one piece of trivia.
How did it feel?
It was actually nice to talk
Were you
about
stressed?
Film. No, it was actually quite nice to talk about
Did you think in some ways it's actually been ruining these 15 minutes by...
Probably.
Yeah. Especially when the trivia's dog shit. And this now you can see why I get upset. Because it's not even good. So if I'm not enjoying it, I'm pretty sure people listening will be like, that trivia's dog shit. You see why I'm now like, I have to start screaming over you because it's just like, I don't want to hear that.
We both used moved on fucker in that one.
Oh, well, I could have used it a few times.
I could have used it a few times as well, Ben.
Could you, Fiona?
Jesus.
Yes, okay, well, this is... How long's this? We've cheated. We've completely
cheated on this.
On this as well. Like, it's a decent film, but... Like,
I know, it's quite strange. It's because we were discussing it.
I wanted to
That's
cheat.
why.
Well, yeah, maybe. I wanted to cheat on The Mist. I wanted to cheat on all sorts.
No, we weren't cheating on The Mist.
Yes, there's lots. There's lots in there. David Lynch. There's that Lost Highway film, which is about, VHS tapes and stuff. It's got a few... It's obviously influenced by quite a few people. Directors and filmmakers and stuff.
What did you think of the character Alice, the wife?
Well, she just played what she had to play, and she a cheating wife who was just a bit...
Really liked that green dress, though.
Oh, yeah.
Really liked that.
Yes.
That was lovely.
I wasn't quite getting the fact that he just walked into this sort of halfway renovated house with the door wide. The door.
Yeah.
I was like, well, okay,
Why?
I guess he's got to see it somehow, and he's got to pick up the hammer to then throw it in the canal and go, we found the hammer. Yes,
married couple George and Cassie move into the new home along with their children. It's George in the Amityville Horror that kills them, the dad. I've checked.
You didn't check, you just saw who moved in. Oh, anyway, we've got this is not 15 minutes of vlog, is it? This is 25 minutes of vlog or whatever we're on. Okay, quickly, Fiona, say the stuff.
What am I saying?
The stuff.
Oh, can I just read the plot?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't, because you're going to be wrong.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure it's the brother.
The brother? Which brother?
There's a brother. Doesn't Ryan Reynolds play the brother in the... Well, I think it's been remade again, isn't it, recently?
Don't know.
Say
Anyhow,
stuff,
you
please.
can find us on the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, and sometimes the TikTok. Sometimes the... What do you call that thing? The Twitch, but not very often. And where else? Oh, the good pods. What's the other one?
The reviews, yes. Apple Pods.
What's the other one?
Podcasts and Podchaser.
Podchaser, that's the one.
Yes.
Spotify, all those places.
That's where you can listen to the episodes.
Yep, and don't forget to like, share and comment, and don't forget to leave a review. This is for charity, so you can also donate. Thank you.
Yes, and do that, yes. Did you confirm it quickly, Fiona? Did you confirm the Amityville Horror?
No,
Who's the murderer?
I can't do two things at once, Ben.
Just go on Amityville Horror. Look at the fucking plot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's getting long.
Well, you can edit this out, can't you?
Quick, everyone's on tenterhooks. Maybe we should do the Amityville Horror. Oh, I don't know how long it takes. I don't understand.
So Ryan Reynolds plays George. George is married to Kathy in the Amityville Horror, and George is the one that goes nuts.
Right, that's enough. We'll add it on at the end when Fiona finds out she's wrong.
Right.
Okay, right, cheers.
Oh, wait.
You're wrong. You're wrong. It's the brother, isn't it? Yes, you fuckface. There you go again. Oh, okay, cheers.
Hello and welcome to What's Our Seat Number. If you're listening to this trailer, you're deciding whether or not you're going to listen to this podcast.
Good.
But chances are, we've lost you already.
Good. Wait, what? No, come on, Matt. What?
Well, I mean, it takes what, like 10 seconds for people
You're
to lose
being
interest in
defeatist.
things? I am
You're
not
being
being
defeatist.
defeatist. They've
You
gone
are.
already. It's for naps.
Well, now they are because we started arguing, so we've both sort of driven them out.
Well, go
Right,
on
just
then.
go on to
Tell the dead air who we are.
Okay, the dead air,
The dead air.
the cadaver.
The people who aren't listening anymore.
I'm taking control. You introduce yourself, and then I'll introduce myself, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're doing, right? It's going to sound more professional that way. Go.
Okay. I'm Johnny Gross. I'm a filmmaker and a film fan and fanatic and obsessive.
Good. Very good. That was very well done. Very professional. You sounded like you're in control and almost like you know who you are.
All right, then. And who are you?
I'm Sai. I'm a 3D artist and a game designer, a film fan. I'm your brother as well.
Really?
So we're going to be talking about some of our favourite movies and hopefully some of yours as well. There's going to be trivia behind the scenes.
Do you want to tell the listeners why we've called this podcast What's Our Seat Number?
You really came to the right person with fielding this question because I feel that I can take this story and really bring it to life. Okay, so one time we went to go and see a film in the cinema and I asked, what's our seat number?
Fantastic.
Was it good?
Yeah.
I did it for you.
It's great. If you want to hear more, you can check out the rest of our episodes. We're hosted by Podbean, but you can also find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music or Audible, TuneIn, Alexa, Listen Notes, and now on iHeartRadio, Player FM, and Podchaser. So pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Please don't forget to review, like, and rate, and keep listening, because the more you listen, the more we'll be able to produce. Bye.
Ta-ta.